Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Get it! Tiger!
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The slot man in motion right. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Hurts. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call at the beginning of the game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball as part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes?
Because ultimately to me,
4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
First and 10, it's Swift. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Slot man moves right. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Once again, it's Swift. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Saints at 1-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Murray. He'll get this to Elliott. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. To throw is Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Second and 10. Now Murray. Open man is Uzama. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Murray got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Elliott. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to work. Shoves him aside. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
What you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Second and 5 now. Murray connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80. Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Timberwolves.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Look at my team. Hey, hustle, hustle, hustle.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. They got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. Their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it in. Right back to him on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 39, Murray. That is caught. It's Uzoma. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well, cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
116 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This is Swift on the counter. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On second down, Swift. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and 4. The slot man in motion right. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Murray to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back to throw. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. They took their shot for the end zone. Almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that one. They opened the lead a bit further. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. There's a short one caught by Uzama. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. To throw is Murray, and they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. The Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Murray. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This from long, very long range. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. So this one a victory